Hello, 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 everyone, and happy Valentine's Day to every one of you out there. My heart to yours. So, okay, so what am I working on? This is Fairytale Village, and I worked quite a bit on it yesterday. So, I am working here on this brownish red terracotta color. So I'm working on this. It's funny that yesterday I had done my video and I went and I uploaded it, or so I thought, and it was there. I saw it was there, and then there was a problem with it. So I went to fix it, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. So I thought, oh dear. So by this time I had, because I thought it was uploaded, I deleted it. And then I found out that there was a problem with the video. So by that time, there was nothing there. My video was gone. So I didn't think anything more of it. I posted, yes, my video disappeared. I accidentally deleted it. So this morning I went to check and see what happened overnight. Lo and behold, there it was. So I don't know what the problem was. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. So, yeah, so I'm working on this. And I did actually, I made really, really good progress yesterday, and I'm very pleased with it. And I hope to make just as good progress today. And it's coming along really quite nicely. I'm really enjoying this. But I did right from the start anyways. So I really don't have, I don't have a lot of this 939 left. So you can see here wherever there's the red brick colors. And here, and a little bit here. So, yeah, I would say I've got, I would say I'm probably close to, or I'm 80% done of this color. So, so I'm happy about that. And then I think I might go back and start working on this, wherever this blue is, that's black in color. So I may just go and start working on that then. So what do you all got planned for today for Valentine's Day? Anything special? Are you, is your significant other taking you out to dinner? Are you just taking yourself out to dinner? Did you buy yourself some chocolates or Valentine's cookies or something? For me, there's nothing. So, I am I finished up my book, and then I went looking for another book, and I started it, and I tried to get into it and tried to get into it. And it just was not working for me. It was just not working for me. So I put an end to that. And yeah, so today it's not as warm. Alexa, what's the forecast?
Right now in Eriksdale, it's -3 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of -2 degrees and a low of -20 degrees.
Yeah, so the weather is changing, and this will happen here for the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, but the thing is, like, we're halfway through February. And so spring is really kind of, for those of you to the south, spring is already probably sprung. You probably already got the hummingbirds and the honeybees and butterflies and all that. Not here. So it's probably going to take another 3 months before we, it'll probably be, I would say, the end of March, beginning of April, when we'll start seeing robins coming back. And the geese should be coming sometime over the next month or so. They should start slowly coming, just very slowly trickling in. In April, that they'll be really starting to move around. So, but yeah, it's just hard to believe it's Valentine's Day already. So, tomorrow I will start decorating for St. Patrick's Day. And then I will be starting to, right after that, will be for Easter. I thought somewhere that I read that Ash Wednesday, is Ash Wednesday this Wednesday, like tomorrow, or is it next week? That I don't know. Let me just see here. I'll see. Okay, so let's see here. Ash Wednesday 2023 is the 22nd. So next week. Yeah, I knew it was coming up. I just didn't know exactly what day. So I know that there was someone that I know that they prepare the ashes, and they do that by burning the palms from last year. And that's how they get the ashes for this year. So Sydney's all over the place. So after this is done, then I have dishes to do. And I'm starting my new book. Don't ask me what it is because I can't remember. I just hope it's a good book. But I did give the other book there a good try, reprisal or something like that, and or reprieve or something I don't know. But I just could not. It just was, to me, it was all over the place, all over the place. You know, there was a court case, then there was into the background, then there was, you know, the background of this person and that person, and you know, like, it was just so hard to find and follow a cohesive line. And I don't like that. I don't care for that. I went looking on the library site and to see what there was, and yeah. So, I was going to tell you, Rebecca, when I was cleaning up yesterday, I happened to find the instructions and the key to Balcony Kiss there for you. I didn't realize I had not put it in the package that I sent you. So I'll do up an envelope and I'll send it off in the mail. Yeah, so that you have it. I didn't even realize that. And I found it because it's so slippery that and Sydney, he's jumping around, so it slid. And I was cleaning up and I found it. And I thought, oh dear. Oh dear. So I will send it off, and that's fine. I will do it. I don't mind doing it. I just got to get myself. Maybe I'll do it this week. I don't know. It depends on when I can get myself going. Because I don't have to go to the store. I don't have to go to the pharmacy. I don't have to go anywhere. So I have to wait until I have to go somewhere. So I was watching yesterday on this thing about these balloons, UFOs, whatever, and the rubbish that is being told. You know, it's like to repeat a euphemism that Judge Judy always does. I wouldn't believe it if your tongue came notarized. And that's the way that it is. I don't believe it. They spin a good story, but sorry. No. Don't believe it. I do not believe it. And it's like a reporter asked him, can't remember his name, but anyways, and said, well, do we have any balloons over China? As if he's going to say yes. As if he's going to say yes. Like what a dumb question. As if he's going to really say whether or not that the U.S. has SPY devices. Like really? You really think that we're that stupid? And of course, he just stood there and said, no, no, no. And you know darn well they do. You know that. It's just like some reporters, I don't know, like, where do they get their credentials from? Back of a Cracker Jacks box or something? I don't know. But they only tell you what they want, what they think that you should know. It's just enough so that you will go, oh, okay, the government tells us this. Therefore, what's the saying now? We will own nothing and be happy. Right? It's the same like our illustrious leader up in the Yukon there. And carrying on like, oh my gosh, somebody put us out of our misery. Oh, he was going on and on about his father from 50 years ago. Like, that was 50 years ago. Like, let's look at the here and now. But anyway. And then I saw, to my horror again, that there was an active shooter in Michigan, I believe, last night, who was shot. I don't know how many people, 5. And 3, unfortunately, passed away. And thankfully, he took himself out. Because that saved us all, from a trial and all of that. And who knows why does somebody do that? It's like yesterday on our news that these 2 teenage boys decided it was fun to spray bear spray in a bus. And then they ran off, and then they ran into a building, a store of some kind, and sprayed more people with bear spray. Now, here in Canada, bear spray, pepper spray, whatever you want to call it, is illegal to own. Where they got this from, I don't know. And I know, like, somebody was saying that, I think it was Juliet this morning said something. Nobody's gonna want to, ride on a bus or even become a transit operator. And my son is a transit operator and has for the last 14 years. And it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with people? And of course, then you get the bleeding heart liberals who will say, oh, but you don't know what they went through as children. And, you know, like it must be hard for youth today. Or this guy that went and killed these 3 people in Michigan. Oh, well, we have to understand. We don't know. You know, he was traumatized as a child, or, you know, he was bullied and all that. Well, hello. I was bullied as a kid. I was traumatized as a kid. And I didn't go out and do this. This world has gone nuts. It's gone nuts. And I know what it's like in my little corner of the world. And like, oh my gosh, it's just, I don't know where did we go wrong? Where is it in society that we went wrong? You know, was it all this like here in Canada, it's always a slap on the wrist, going to jail. I don't know. I can't speak for it in other countries, but in Canada, it is like, especially for youth. And Juliet and I, we were talking about it this morning, and it's like, never mind these 2 that did this. Anybody. If you pick up a weapon in anger or rage or in malice, then you know what you are doing. You know what you are doing, and therefore you should be held accountable. And there should be no excuse as to you know, to anything. This does not excuse anybody who was that are bullies. You know, they should be put in their place. But it's this pansy world that we live in, that we're so afraid of offending someone, that we just let people get away with murder. And that's it, right? Like, oh, just my heart aches. My heart aches for people who are traumatized and who suffered as children and all that. I gotcha on that. That does not mean that you go out and you take the law into your own hands or whatever. You know. And I know there'll be some people who say, oh, well, it's mental illness. Hello? I deal with mental illness. You know, that doesn't mean that I go out and do something. You know, when is it that we decide we're going to take our communities, our country back? and say enough of this horse manure. I know there's going to be some people on here who are going to say, what are you doing talking about all this stuff? That's not why I turned into the channel. You know, I want to hear about cross stitch, cross stitch, cross stitch, cross stitch. Okay? It's fine. Just some days I just gotta say what's on my mind. I just gotta say what's on my mind. So, as you can see here, like here I had where I'd already started here on this green. Oh, I love it. I love it. But I'm going to finish up doing with all this 939. So I can get this out of the way. Now, when I work on a design like this, I like to work on solid colors first, because I like to be able to, you know, get them out of the way. Because then when I get into like here and here, it's a little bit harder to follow. But I find that if I can get these solid colors out of the way, that it makes the background stuff kind of stand out better. Now you can do it however you like. You can decide that when you do yours, you're going to work on, say, all these red lines down. Well, to me, this solid stuff stands out more. What you doing, you little poop? What you doing, you little Sydney? So, but you have to, when you're starting out like this, you got to find whatever way that it works out best for you. Oh, I was going to say that Rosina posted pictures there of what she was working on. And your witch is coming along very nicely. I like those. I like them when they came out. But it's like I got to pick and choose here what I want to work on. And just a reminder that on Sunday that I will be doing a Facebook Live at 1:30. Okay, and that's 1:30 Central Standard Time. It does not matter whether you have an Apple product, iOS, Google, I don't know, whatever else that there is. You just go to, like there'll be a thing there. Now, I'm not sure, like I seem to be kind of missing something, that I'm not getting things right, but it will be on Facebook Live. Okay. And sometimes you'll have to play with your device. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it worked out so well on Sunday that there was 4 of us. So I'm hoping there's going to be more of you. Wendy, I missed you. And there's a bunch of you that I would like to see I'd like to meet you. Oh, and Rebecca, who did my really nice bag there, she sells those. Oh, I might have to sneeze. She sells those on Stash Unload. But I welcome you, Rebecca, if you want to post on here on the Facebook group. And if you want to sell through the Facebook group, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if any of you have anything that you want to cross-stitch related, right? Or knitting related, something like that. That if you have something and say you're finished with charts or, you're not going to use your stitching frame or whatever, and you would like to sell them, then be my guest. All right, that's fine. And it is, you can post it on there and then you just talk to the person, outside the group, I guess. And then you can take it from there. But yeah, Rebecca there, she's got her bags. And so maybe she'll take orders, or I don't know, when she's ready. And so we'll see. But you have my permission. That's fine. But if you've come on here and you're looking to sell a refrigerator or a painting or some such thing, I don't know, whatever else, a car, wrong place. Wrong place to do it. Yeah. So, but, yeah. Or say you've got kits and you bought it, and once you got it, you lost interest or whatever, and you don't want to do it, or you changed your mind or whatever, and you want to sell it. That's fine. That's fine. It's up to you. Yeah. So otherwise, not much else. Just quiet, quiet, quiet. Jonah's outside. And, apparently here in town they've got music playing over at the music shop tonight. Juliet and John are going to it. I don't go to it. For one thing, I take my meds at 6:30. And for another thing, I'd rather be, like I write in my journal or play my games or something at night. Once it really starts staying light out later, then I will be staying up later because I have the light from outside, but it's, I hope this is the year when we give up this time change garbage. I just can't stand it. Just can't stand it. It really is very hard on the body, and it's hard on pets, and it's can you imagine the elderly, especially those that are confused and are dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia, and all of a sudden their mealtime has changed or their bedtime has changed, and it's just, yeah, not good. Not good. So, and remember that there's the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. There's my dedicated email address, which is stitchingintheinterlake, all one word, at gmail.com. All the pertinent information will be down below. I welcome, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I welcome comments as long as they are, uplifting and nice and everything. If you've got a problem with whatever I talk about on here, please don't air it on the Facebook group, because, like, I don't know, I just have problems with that. It's like airing your dirty laundry out on, nope. Then talk to me, and or it is, if you really don't like the way that my channel is going, it's not to your liking, and you want to leave, then yeah, there's nothing I can do to make you stay, and I'm not changing because you're uncomfortable. There's so many other channels out there that I'm sure would welcome you, and but I know that all of you that are here with me now and have stayed with me are, you may not always agree, but you're always uplifting. So that's good. Anyway, okay, I guess that's it. So I'm just going to continue here, but first I'm going to go and wash my dishes. So may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you. So do I. And so does Lilybell and Sydney up there and Jonah outside. I got to bring him in. And so, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for dying on the cross for me so that my sins may be forgiven. So, I hope and pray that you all have a very happy and blessed Valentine's Day. And may you get lots of chocolate, and if you are diabetic, then I pray that it's diabetic chocolate. If you're vegan like me, that you get the vegan chocolate. And I don't know where, oh yeah, here it is. These, I just found this. It's Plant Bar by Cadbury, and it's vegan. And so it's made with almonds. Oh, very good. Very, very, very good. Little on the sweet side, but very good. So, all right, everyone, have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodle-oodles, everybody.